Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see the full IPO review of Railtel. So, in this video, we are going to see overview of the company and overview of their business, comparison with their competitors, financial statements, future of this company, and finally, can we apply for this IPO and what is the expected listing age. So without getting late, let's get started. If you're interested in knowing more about this IPO, swing trading, price action trading, etc., subscribe to our channel and let's get started. What is Railtel company? What is the business of Railtel company? So Railtel is a telecommunication related company which is which is owned by the government of India. Basically, they have two main business. One is telecommunication and the other one is information technology related services, that is IT related services. In telecommunications related services, they provide broadband, they provide optical fiber network, etc., and mainly they focus on providing the communication related things for the Indian railways and other customers also. If we take their IT business, they are also providing data storage services, they are also providing VPNs and various types of business they are doing in IT sector also. They basically focus on these three areas: wireline and wireless and enterprise services. In wireless, they provide telephone services, broadband services. In wireless, they provide SMS, calling, wireless broadband, video conferencing, OTT, etc. And in enterprise services, that is which is related to IT, they provide VPN, they provide data center, they provide DTH, and they provide VSAT, and they provide also V fiber. So this is the product, this is the business of Railtel. And if we talk about the company, it is fully owned by government. Let's see the comparison between their competitors. If we take the telecommunication, the main competitors are Bharti Airtel, BSNL, MTNL, Railtel, the company which we are looking in, and Reliance Jio, Tata Communication, and Vodafone Idea. Here you can see all the products that each company is providing. Here we are seeing about Railtel. In Railtel, except voice and broadband service, they are providing all these services. Video conferencing, domestic, leased line, etc. All here you can see Railtel is a pan-Indian network. So all over India, they're providing various services. So here you can see the various products offered by its competitors also. Let's compare it with the competitors with their financial statement. Here we are looking at Railtel. Okay, let's focus on this column alone. Okay, the rate at which the company's revenue is growing. Here you can see Bharti Airtel 0, BSNL negative 11, MTNL negative 12, Tata Communication 5%, and Vodafone Idea 7%. Here you can see Railtel is the second largest. First one is Reliance Jio because they entered their business recently in the year 2015. So in these 5 years they had a massive growth. That's why their percentage is high. Even with this growth, you can see Railtel is at the second position. Also, it is a profit-making company. That's the main point. Profit after taxation, that is bad. Bharti Airtel negative, BSNL negative, MTNL negative, Vodafone Idea negative. And here you can see Tata Communication 2000 million, Railtel 1400 million, and Reliance Jio 55,000 million. Here also you can see it is in telecommunication, Railtel is a profit making company because it is a government owned company. They are providing communication related services to all government companies. If you take any government office, any internet service, government office, all these connections are provided by Rail. Mostly it is provided by Railtel only. So they are having a good tie up with the government, so they are making good profit. And the next one we are going to see is net profit margin. The net profit margin should be higher. Here you can see Bharti Airtel negative, BSNL negative, MTNL negative, Vodafone Idea negative. And in these three, Railtel has the maximum profit margin. So this is a good sign. And next one is return on capital employed. This would be higher for the company. And here also you can see Railtel has the maximum return for the capital employed. So the main points that we should consider in this from this table is this is a profit making company. They have good return. They have good profit margin. Railtel is into two businesses, right? One is telecommunication, the other one is IT. This table is only based on telecommunication. In telecommunication network, Railtel has a good value. The next thing we are going to compare is in IT sector. So in IT sector also they are into the business, and here you can see HCL, Railtel, Sifi, Tata Communication, TCL. Here we can compare it with the competitors. Here we are going to see about Railtel. CAGR 10%, which is the maximum, and operating profit 30%, which is the maximum. It's when we compare it with the competitors. Profit after taxation is also 1400 million, which is the second largest, and return on capital employed 14%, the highest one. If we compare with the IT sector also, it is making a good profit, good move. So overall they are making a good profit, good return over the past years, and they are having good profit margin. Financially they are very good with its competitors, and they are at most at the top 2 and top 3 position. Next, we are going to compare the financial statement of this company over the past years. Here we are going to see the total assets. In 2018, the total asset is 23,200 in 2018, 22,000 in 2019, 23,900 in 2020, and for the half year ended it is 24,800. So overall, total asset has almost stayed constant. It hasn't depreciated. Also, it has not increased in a very good rate, but it almost stayed constant. The next one is we are going to see the P&L statement. Here you can see the total income, total expenses, and here we can see the profit. In 2018, 1,340 million profit. In 2019, 1,350. In 2020, 1,400 million. For the half year ended, it is 455 million. So overall, the profit also stayed constant. The profit is not depreciating. Profit is increasing. When we compare it with competitors, most of these competitors like Railtel, Vodafone India, or BSNL, all these are loss-making company. But Railtel is a profit-making company, and the profit has almost stayed constant, which we can say is a good sign. The next we are going to see is earnings per share. In all these financial years, the income has stayed constant, the expense has almost stayed constant. So the overall earnings also will be constant, almost in the range of 4.3 to 4.1 earnings per share. Next one is return on net worth. Return on net worth also stayed almost constant in the range of 10 to 11%, so which is also a decent growth. Next we are going to see the future scope of this company, future scope of the Railtel business. Here we can see average data usage per subscriber, that is the data, internet data that we use every day. For the current year in 2021, it is 14.6 GB per user per month. So it is expected to grow to 21 GB per day per user in the financial year 2024. So it is expected to grow at the rate of 20% CAGR. So the average data used by the person will increase. So if the average data used by the subscriber increases, then the profit of this company, the business of this company will expand, and they will make a good profit. So they have a good future. And next one we can see the number of subscribers. Here you can see, since India's population is very huge, almost every youngster in this country have never data pack. So almost everyone have get into the internet world. So it is expected to stay almost constant over the next 3 to 4 years. The number of subscribers may not increase rapidly, but it will be in the range bound. So almost everyone have got the data pack, right? So subscribers would be in the same range, they won't get increased. The next one we are going to see wireless and wireline subscriber, and it is also expected to grow at the rate of 6% CAGR, which will be a decent growth. The next one is BharatNet. This is an important policy for this company because BharatNet is a policy, is a government initiative to provide broadband services to rural areas. So our Prime Minister have announced this initiative to provide internet to rural areas. Also, in first phase, 1 lakh GB data will be implemented by BSNL, Railtel, and PGCL. These companies will implement this 1 lakh GB. So Railtel will have a good revenue from this policy. Since this is a government-owned company, it will get most of the government projects, and they will make good profit, and they will make a fixed rate of profit almost. And here you can see all the various services offered and how much revenue they generate from each service. In NLD this much, ISP this much revenue, TPAS this much revenue, like this. If you want, you can have a look at it. Next, dividend and GMP. So in the financial statement they have provided, in the year 2018 they have provided the final dividend of 1.38 rupees and interim dividend of 0.56 rupees. So which is almost 2 rupees in the year 2018. In 2019 also they have provided almost 2 rupees as dividend, and in the year 2020 also they have provided 2.1 to 2.2 rupees as dividend per share. For the year 2021 they haven't provided any dividend yet. So to my guess, to my point of view, after the listing they will announce a dividend between 0.5 to 1.5 rupees. Also, this is my case, this is my expectation. I am not 100% sure. And if we take 2 rupees as dividend, when we compare it with the IPO price, it is almost 2 to 2.5% return, because the share price is 96 rupees at the higher end. Even for 96 rupees, 2 rupees is of interest 2.5%. So overall, you will get 2.5% as in from dividend alone. So from this we can interpret that in the future also they will be providing a decent amount of dividend for its subscribers. Now coming to the question, can we apply for this IPO? So my point of view is that is based on my own analysis, and this is not a tip. And if you want to apply for this IPO, invest in your own risk and analyze on your own. Now coming to the question, can we apply for this IPO? To my point of view, Yes, I'm giving this reason based on 2 points. First one, it's GMP. Grey market premium is around 35 to 40 rupees. IPO price is 94 rupees and the lot size is 155 shares per lot. If we compare it with the grey market premium, it is almost 40% return, so which is a very decent return. And GMP changes every day, and it changes according to the overall market condition. Now, the second coming to the second point. So we are having a good grey market premium, so we can expect a return of almost to 20 to 40%. This is not guaranteed, but this is my expectation. And if we get 40% return, we can sell almost 65 to 75% of our shares. If we sell 60 to 65 to 75% of shares, then we can get back the amount that we invested in this IPO. So we can hold the remaining, because all those remaining shares will be free of cost, and we can hold it for a investment purpose, because this is a government company. They have good tie-ups with the other government institutions regarding the telecommunication and IT services. So in the future also they will get a good amount of revenue, and they will also pay a good amount of dividend. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe.